students, this is Aarti Goyal and today we are going to study about disasters. In this chapter, we will study about disasters, volcanoes, floods, cyclones, drought, managing a natural disaster, rescue and relief, community help. So, let's start. Our planet Earth is gifted with vast and beautiful nature, but forces of nature can be destructive sometimes. A natural disaster is a natural event that causes destruction involving loss of life and property. For example, floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, volcanic eruptions, and droughts. Earthquake. Earthquake is a sudden movement of parts the earth's surface. Causes the earth crust is like a covering of the earth. It is made up of many huge pieces called plates. The plates float over the thick liquid layer inside the earth. The surface where the plates slip are weak points called fault lines. The corresponding point on the Earth's surface is called the epicenter. After the first big earthquake, smaller tremors may occur. These are called aftershocks. Destruction caused by an earthquake depends upon its magnitude. The bigger the magnitude of an earthquake, the bigger will be the damage caused by it. The magnitude of an earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. Effects. Breaking of dams can result in floods. Roads may crack, pipelines may burst, and a lot of destruction may occur. Preventive measures. If you feel the tremors, move out of the house to an open area. If you are not able to move out, take refuge under a table to avoid getting hurt. Avoid entering a building for some time even after the earthquake stops. Do not use a lift. Volcanoes. A volcano is a rupture in the crust of the earth which allows hot lava, volcanic ash and gases escape. Hot lava bursts out to the surface through a vertical funnel called vent. Types of volcanoes. According to the level of activity, volcanoes can be of three types: active, dormant, and extinct. Active volcanoes. Active volcanoes are those which erupt quite often. Dormant volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes are those that have not erupted for a long time but may erupt any time. Extinct volcanoes. Extinct volcanoes are those that are dead and inactive. Floods. Some parts of India receive very heavy rainfall during the monsoon. Heavy rains cause rivers to swell up and overflow into the neighboring areas, causing floods. Effects. Floods during buildings and houses, uprooting trees and other structures. Fields get immersed in water and the crops get destroyed. Electric lines, communication networks, and water supply get affected. Cyclone. In coastal areas, heavy rain is accompanied with very strong winds. This is called cyclone. Cyclones originate in the sea and move towards the land. They bring with them a lot of seawater and flood the coastal areas. They uproot and destroy everything that comes along their way. Preventive measures. Dams should be built across the river to check the flow of water onto the land. Trees should be planted in large numbers as they slow down the flow of water. A good drainage can prevent waterlogging, thereby controlling flooding to some extent. Do not drink water or eat food items exposed to flood water. Shut off the gas cylinder. Wear gloves and boots to avoid skin contact with flood water. Drought. Droughts happen when there are no rains for a long time, several months or even years. Without rains, rivers and natural water bodies dry up and groundwater level goes down as it is not replenished. Effects. Due to lack of water for irrigation, crops get destroyed, resulting in a severe shortage of grains, vegetables, and fruits. There is widespread starvation. There is sudden outbreak of diseases or epidemic causing deaths. Preventive measures. Planting of trees reduces the chances of drought. Rainwater harvesting can be done to store water. Now, rescue and relief. When a natural disaster occurs, relief and rescue operations are carried out by the government and a number of organizations like the UN, United Nations, and USAID, United States Agency for International Development, are two of the leading international organizations involved in such operations. What steps do they take when a natural disaster strikes an area? Take a look. First, arrangements are made for evacuation, that is, removal of people from disaster affected areas. Then, immediate relief is supplied in the form of food, shelter, clothing, water, and medicine services. Community help. The community as a whole also provides relief by contributing money, medicines, food, and clothing. Timely relief and support of the community not only saves many lives but also help rebuild the lives of those affected.